it's just been taken to the next level. It's this amazing, amazing ritual. Hello there, YouTube. Kodandi here, back on the roof. And wow, it's been an interesting few days. I have been shifting. I feel like that last round of migraines really like completely rewired my brain. My mental health is just like suddenly a lot better. Um, and it had gotten really bad. Like, I don't even want to say how bad it got, but it got bad. And then it just like is okay. But I think part of it too is that I've been in the temple a lot. So on what was it, Saturday, they called me up and they're like, can you come do this ritual in the temple? And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Because previously, like earlier this year, January to March-ish, I was doing rituals in the temple like almost every day. And mostly I was doing the rituals where the first ritual of the morning and the last ritual at night, where you wake up the deities and you put them to bed. And so we would have to be at the temple at like before 4 a.m. to wake them up. But then when you put them to bed, it would be like, I don't know, 8:30 or so, I think, is when they would do that. I don't quite remember. I think it's 8:30. But anyway, so for months I was doing that, and also abhishekam, the ritual of pouring, water and sandalwood paste and turmeric and haritaki on the linga, the main deity there. So I did that a couple times as well. So they're like, hey, we need you to do abhishekam. Can you come? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You pour stuff on the thing and they do the chanting and you wave the thing and it's great. It's really nice. It's a very simple and enjoyable ritual. I get there and it's been a while since I've done rituals in the temple, and a lot has changed because of the construction that they've done, a lot greater capacity to do stuff. And so when I was doing rituals in the temple before, like, they're pouring the cement, they're pouring the concrete, and we have to like walk across wet concrete to do the rituals, and we have to like navigate around piles of construction debris. And I mean, it was just a mess. We're walking barefoot and there's like all sorts of crazy shit on the floor. And and there was no floor for a while, and then they poured the floor and it was wet, and so we had to walk across that. I mean, it was just like, it was madness. But now that the temple has reached a greater state of completion and has a floor and has things built properly, and it's beautiful. And they can do all of these more elaborate rituals, that the rituals that I had done before, especially the one waking up the deities and putting them to bed at night. The bedroom that they have for the deities, they're the small metal movable deities. I mean, they're heavy, but you pick them up and you carry them and you take them to their bedroom and put them to bed. And it's just beautiful, this beautiful room. And before, it was like, hang some sheets to separate this off, and where's the fan? Can't find the fan. There's no power. I mean, it was madness, but we did it. And now it's just so amazing to see how much more they can do, just how they've really taken their rituals to the next level. They're so much more grand, so much more authentic. Instead of doing kind of the bare minimum to get along, they're doing, just these beautiful, beautiful, really authentic, elaborate rituals. Doing more, there were mudras. I learned some new mudras to do during the rituals and things like that. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. They called me back again on Sunday because they needed someone to cover, to do the rituals on Sunday. And it was just like, wow, such a blessing. Sunday I actually got to pour the stuff. And the ritual that we're doing, it's not just pouring like water and sand. It's this, we're pouring like bananas, and we're pouring coconut water, and we're pouring ghee. I mean, it's just like so many more offerings and it's so beautiful. It is so, so beautiful, so amazing. I am so, so blessed to be able to do this. And it's, like here I am. I'm a white girl from California, and I am in India, in the Garba Mandir, in the Hindu temple, touching this like ancient, ancient stone deity. And this is something that like, it's in India, women don't get to do this. It's historically there were no prohibitions against women being in temples and doing rituals. And of course, there's always like the men's traditions and the women's traditions and the transgender traditions that are, specific for people of those genders. But worship in Hindu temples in general is not restricted by gender, that there is no scriptural basis for that. But it came into practice during the time of colonization because Victorian England, brought all of these fucked up patriarchal ideas about women that did not exist in India before the time of colonization. And just, for the sake of like not changing and being like weirdly conservative, places just haven't really changed. They haven't really changed back to the pre-colonial traditions, except for here, where my guru, Paramahamsa Nityananda, not only does he recognize women's right to worship, women's right to access the temples and access the deities and participate fully in rituals, but in order to make sure that women always have this access, he has made it required that a certain number of rituals are performed by women in the temple. And so when they're scheduling the people to do the rituals, they have to schedule women to do certain rituals so that there is always women doing rituals in the temple, having access to the deity, to the temple to worship. And of course, that's like just the minimum. There can always be more women being involved, but it's just kind of like who's doing the scheduling and who's available and stuff like this. And it's just, it's amazing. It's really, really amazing to have this, just to have this. And, there's a lot of Western people here. And some of them are like, oh, temple rituals, I don't know what this is weird, whatever. But some of the Western people really, really get into it. They're like, wow, oh my God, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. This is so cool. We don't have this in the West, blah, blah, blah. And really, really get into it. So there are a lot of Western people that are really like devoted temple practitioners, and they're learning to do the chanting, and they know how to set things up, and they know how to do this stuff, that are just like so, so devoted. And it's amazing. It's so amazing, just this temple, and how, just to be involved, and how powerful it is, and how beautiful. I think that's really what makes such a huge difference in my mental health, has been doing these rituals. And I remember back, earlier this year when I was doing the rituals every day, it was like those rituals, having to do rituals in the temple, is what got me out of bed. That there was like, I would not get out of bed for anything else. But the rituals had to be done, and they had to be done on time, and I had to like put on the sari and be there, like 10 to 4 in the morning, and I did it. And nothing else. I would not get out of bed or do anything else, but I would show up and do the rituals. And I really, like, it was just such a blessing that Swamiji Paramahamsa Nityananda has given me this amazing blessing for my mental health, for my spiritual health, for, the health of the Sangha, this temple that we're maintaining. This temple's like the center of this, global Sangha of thousands of devotees and initiated disciples. And just to be a part of that, just to be able to have access to the deities, to be given access, direct access to these powerful, powerful ancient deities, like the linga that they have in there is ancient. They found it in an ancient temple that was underneath the banyan tree. And as they're doing construction, they've been like finding more of that temple. I mean, it's just it's powerful and it's amazing and it's beautiful. And like all of these years that I spent as practicing European paganism, practicing, the pre-Christian pagan traditions of Europe, and seeing and visiting ruins of ancient pagan temples, ancient stone circles, and just wishing for something like that again. That we would have a temple to go to gather in community and rituals, and the strong constant presence of a deity, and not just like doing rituals in someone's backyard, and visiting like the ruins of ancient temples from thousands of years ago. That here coming to India, it's just like it's my little pagan girl dream come true to see, like, wow, the deities are alive. The deities never died. They never got thrown out. The temples are living temples. The temples that have been in use for thousands of years are still in use, and are still like the same deities there. And it's so powerful and so amazing, and such a blessing, so powerful for my mental health. And I mean, I feel like temples and deity relationships and devotional practices, pujas and everything, have been just absolutely key to my mental health. And it's great. And this video got kind of long, but I'm excited, I'm happy. So that's my story. Okay, if you're interested in getting involved with the rituals that are done here, there is a link in the description for Seva's, Seva's Abhishekam rituals puja. I don't remember what else I wrote, but Seva's, where you can participate. When you participate online, they send you all these gifts. You get all kinds of cool stuff. They chant your name if you have some wish, some intention. They're doing it for your wish, for your intention, for the deities, for you, for your mental health, for whatever your spiritual health, whatever you want. Okay. If you have questions, please send me a message. I can help you. I'm here. I'm here for you.